This museum was established on December 12, 1952. This is the museum's 68th year. It has had several homes and is now searching for a future final home. The museum has been collecting historical artifacts since its inception and has in it well over 4,000 items. Its present home is in the basement of St. Joseph's Cathedral here in Edmonton. Our curator, Nadja, is most dedicated to the collection and preservation of all our historical items and is very knowledgeable in Ukrainian history, tradition, and folklore. The museum is capably run by a committee of volunteers under the auspices of the eparchial UCWLC. The museum is open at the present time by appointment only.
To commemorate the centennial of Ukrainian settlement in Canada in 1991, the eparchial UCWLC chose to pay tribute to the Ukrainian pioneer women. Peter Shostak was commissioned to produce this painting, Mama, Where Will We Hang Our Icon? It depicts a Ukrainian settler setting with pioneer mother with children unpacking the family trunk and removing an icon of the Holy Mother of God.
This is the opening of the Ukrainian National Hall on September 30th, 1917. And our first bishop, Bishop Budka, whose statue stands on the side of the cathedral. With Bishop Budka are several Basilian priests and Alberta government officials, ministers, Garapi and Lassard, and provincial MLAs. Several thousands of Ukrainians arrived from all over to be here.
This large cross was carved by Mykola Yakemets in 1907 for the parish of New Cave.
Saint Volodymyr the Great and Saint Olha brought Christianity to Ukraine in 988. Regal costumes designed and reconstructed by our museum members were made for the models to be on a huge float with Saint Sophia Church of Kiev, surrounded by the ethnographical crests. The float was constructed by the Ukrainian Congress of Ukrainians Edmonton branch to celebrate the 1988 millennium of Christianity in Ukraine.
This commemorative plate from 1888, made in Halichina, celebrating 900th anniversary of Christianity in Ukraine. This rare glass plate was brought to Canada from Peramish, now in Poland, in 1956 and was donated to our museum by Stefania Soltikevich. The end of the 1800s and early 1900s marked a large Ukrainian immigration to Canada, families seeking a better future for themselves and their children. One of these families was the Luz family, who in 1904, with 4 children, left for Canada. Because of their deep religious convictions, brought this heavy cross with them. They settled in what is now the New Kiev area.
Korovaya, a traditional wedding bread, ceremonial and symbolic. Traditionally, it was a large, round, braided bread baked from wheat flour and decorated with symbolic flags and figurines such as sun, moon, birds, animals, and pine cones. It was given to the bride and groom as a blessing.